And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sana IE. I'm your host, XO. This is your first time listening. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Sana IE. I bet you're wondering, what is Sana IE, and what are they going to do for me today? Well, Sana IE is a personal development platform for millennials who struggle with their brain health as well as their financial health. Every episode we drop, we drop tips, tricks, knowledge, research, different topics when it comes to those two elements of life. And I feel like brain health is a big thing when it comes to us because everything starts with our brain and our motor functions and whatnot. And with this episode, what you're going to be getting is steps to building your wealth. I've been doing some research and I'm like, what are some ways we can build our wealth as millennials as we go on in our daily lives? What should we do? What shouldn't we do? And this episode right here is going to help us all out with that. But first, let me kick off the show with some quotes of the day. My first quote is, take a good, honest look at everything going on around you. Then start eliminating anything that doesn't bring your positivity to your life. So, self-analysis, analyzing things around us as well and seeing what has been working, what isn't working, who's been helping us, who's been hindering us, and really taking that really evaluation of everything, doing that self-inventory and seeing, okay, what do I need to drop? What do I need to keep? What do I need to do? What do I need to unlearn? What do I need to learn in my life? And seeing what brings positivity to my life. We'll be so caught up in either the rat race of life, the cycles of life, the pressures of life, and not understanding like, yo, not everything needs to go along with us as we move forward, as we try to create a positive environment around us. So we'll have to do that self inventory and seeing, okay, I got to keep so and so, I got to keep these habits, but I have to unlearn some habits because some of these habits aren't helping me progress. They're just keeping me stuck in this constant moment. But if you want to elevate, you always have to do a self inventory on a weekly basis, monthly basis, whatever it may be, and really checking like, okay, what do I need to do today to progress tomorrow? And taking that inventory and really dropping what you need to drop out of your life. We can't keep carrying a boatload of stuff with us onto the next level of our lives and expecting it to get us there. Sometimes we have to let the weight off and keep pushing forward. But once again, that quote is, take a good, honest look at everything going on around you. Then start eliminating anything that doesn't bring you positivity into your life. And my next quote is, you'll never be free until you free yourself from the prison of your own false thoughts. Have you been thinking good about yourself lately? Or have you been having thoughts that don't serve you? And I know how it is. Negativity is what we consume, what consumes our mind, what consumes our thoughts. But we have to let that go. We have to learn that these negative thoughts don't serve me. And if the thought doesn't serve you, let it go. Let it go into the space, whatever it may be, instead of carrying it with you, holding it on, because negative thoughts, false thoughts just hinder us and hold us back from our true progression, our true selves. And those false thoughts will end up being a mental prison to where you're like, man, you start believing those false thoughts and you know in your heart those thoughts aren't true. But it's to understanding that, yo, I have to let these thoughts go and I have to really stay focused on the thoughts that serve me, the thoughts that bring me joy, happiness, positivity, instead of letting these false thoughts create that illusion around me. But once again, you'll never be free until you free yourself from the prison of your own false thoughts. In this episode, we're going to be discussing steps to building your wealth. And number one would be avoid lifestyle creep. I bet you're wondering, what is lifestyle creep? Lifestyle creep, it's wherever you're at right now, understanding that, okay, maybe you got a raise and you like, okay, I'll go splurge on something new, or I like where I'm at and I just want to stay right here. We'll get so caught up in our comfort zone that we will let that lifestyle creep in and we'll just stay here. But we want and deserve more for our lives. So you have to never allow lifestyle creep to eat away at your wealth. Understanding like it's more about me getting to the next level instead of being stuck at this level that I'm in, because life is all about elevating. You know, every year You have a birthday, you get older. So it's like every year you have to level up in some way, facet, or form. As you earn more money, invest more money, live below your means. You'll be tempted. I know how it is. We all know how it is. When you get that raise, you get that paycheck, you get that extra money, you get your tax money, you want to spend more because you can. But don't allow that to trick your mind into buying more. Understand, like, the more I make, the more I should invest. Not the more I save, but the more you should invest, because saving your money is really not helping your money at all, because it lowers your money. You know, with inflation and everything, you know, nowadays, the way that other countries have been talking, they're trying to eliminate the US dollar. So understanding, like, I have to invest more of my money versus saving it. You saving your money, it lowers the value every year. So understand that and control your expense before they can control you, because we all have expenses in life. Creating a budget that we stick to no matter what happens, no matter if you get a raise and whatnot, you stick to that budget. You have your investment fund, you have your emergency fund, and really involve putting more into that. And that leads me to number two, which is invest. I just talked about it. Inflation. We all seen it go on last year and this year. Inflation will eat away at your money and you will have less purchasing power. So don't stash your cash, invest it. Don't save, invest your money, invest it in your health, your business, your education, your future. They can't take your education from you if you invest into yourself. That's the biggest thing. Alex Hormozy talks about investing in the S&Me 500 instead of the S&P 500. Invest in yourself. What skills do you need to learn? Do you need to acquire over these next coming years? Who do you want to be in the next 5 years, and what do you need to invest your money at? Invest consistently and you'll see the results over time. Number three will be build healthy habits. Successful habits could include frugality, positivity, networking, setting goals, taking action, reading books, waking up early. It takes around 66 days for a new behavior to become a habit. Take some steps to make tomorrow better. Think about your future selves. What can you do today to help your future self out tomorrow? And setting those goals. What goals do you want to accomplish? What are your short-term goals? What are your midterm goals? What are your long-term goals? Set those goals for yourself as well as for your finances, and check those out daily, as well as networking with different people within your space, within your family, friends, people that you look up to, getting on Facebook groups and networking with different people when it comes to finances, when it comes to habits and investing. And we have the internet, where this is the perfect generation that we were born in, where you have the internet. You can reach out to different people across different platforms and ask for their advice, ask for their help, and really taking those action, as well as reading books. A book that I recommend when it comes to building habits, if you haven't heard from the last episode, Atomic Habits, reading The Compound Effect, as well as reading The Psychology of Money, so you understand how the money works within the mind. Number four will be start a side business. Did you know 66% of millionaires have their own business? You can earn money with anything, whether it's blogging, coaching, reselling, email marketing, freelance writing, affiliate marketing, podcasting, whatever it may be. What skills or passion that you have that you can turn into a profit? And understand that you can live without limits. Build a lasting empire today instead of being so, I would say, subjected to the 9 to 5. Like, the 9 to 5 is cool. You can use the 9 to 5 to fund your business, but look into starting a side business, whatever it may be. You have skills that other people may need in life. So understand, like, all right, what are my skills? What are my strengths? What am I passionate about? What would I not mind doing without getting any pay in the beginning, because I have my 9 to 5 to support me, but eventually turning that passion into profit and really going full fledged into that business instead of relying on my 9 to 5. Because eventually, especially with the way AI is going these days, some of these jobs will be non-existent. A lot of corporate jobs are laying people off because of AI and because of a lot of other factors. So being aware of that you take your future into your own hands, not relying on any business, any other company, any 95, that you know, like, okay, I have to start a business because this is for my future and my legacy and my generations to come. Number 5 would be stay away from credit card debt. 47% of American adults carry credit card debt. I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them, but I'm trying to minimize that. I bet you're wondering, okay, you have credit card debt yourself. Why is credit card debt bad? Because it increases stress, lowers your credit score, decreases your cash flow. You have to pay extra fees and charges along the way. So staying away from that will help you out tremendously. Mark Cuban, you already know the billionaire, owner of the Dallas Mavericks, is famous for saying, if you use credit, you don't want to be rich. If you use a credit card, you don't want to be rich. And understanding that, like, there are some benefits to having a credit card, but a lot of us aren't really educated on how credit cards work. We think like, oh, we'll spend, we'll pay it off and everything like that. But we have to really understand the devil in the details when it comes to a credit card. We have to understand that paying off your stuff in full, learning when to pay it off, and not trying to pay the minimum every time because it eventually builds up and you'll eventually get caught behind. Number 6, exercise daily. Did you know 76% of millionaires exercise at least 30 minutes a day? And this is what exercise gives you. It gives you a better judgment, better mental health, better physical health, better learning retention, and better critical thinking. You can't enjoy your wealth if you're in bad health. So dedicate yourself 30 minutes a day working out, whether you're at a home gym, you're at the real gym, or even just going for a walk, a hike, or something of that nature where you're getting that exercise within yourself so you can get that better judgment, get the better mental health, as well as better physical health. Number 7, stay hungry. Never stop learning because the universe never stops teaching. We always have to be a sponge to life. We can learn from the people around us. We can learn from the kids around us. We can learn from the elders around us, but never stop learning. Stay hungry for information, for knowledge, especially if it's something that you're interested in. You can succeed more if you want more. If you improve daily, push your comfort zones. We can't always be in our comfort zone. Understanding that we have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Never settle for mediocrity. Stay hungry and remain humble because there's always more knowledge to receive no matter what field you're in, no matter what you're doing. There's always more information to come to you. So understanding that you always want to stay hungry for information. That's number 7 on steps to building your wealth. And number 8 would be take some risk. Take some risk. Maybe you have to do a calculated risk, but take some risk. As a millennial, you have the time and ability to take risks in your life that normally you can't afford when you're older. So take some calculated risks, whether it be starting a business, learning something new, moving somewhere different. Because I know how it is, you be so like, oh, I lived here for my whole life, but maybe it's time to get into a new environment. Maybe it's time to get around new people and understanding like I have to take some risk to get a reward. No risk, no reward, and understand that on your journey. But those are the 8 steps to building your wealth. I'll go over them again. Number 1 is avoid lifestyle creep. Number 2, invest. Number 3, build healthy habits. Number 4, start a side business or start a business in general. Number 5, stay away from credit card debt. Number 6, exercise daily. Number 7, stay hungry for information. And number 8, take some risk. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope this episode helped you out. Share the show, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, review the show. I want to hear y'all reviews, what y'all think of the show, what can I improve on, what you love about the show, what you dislike about the show, whatever it may be. I take all comments, all reviews, no matter what it is. I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day for listening to Sanai. But let me leave y'all with this. Every opportunity you've ever wished for can be yours as long as you're brave enough to take some risk. Enjoy your day. We'll be back again with Sana.